glad that you came up to see my show today. I think we met on numerous occasions at various different openings, so thanks for being here. And you wanted to just chat a little bit about the show in general?
Yes.
Okay, well, this is a piece that is representative, I think, of Dallas Road, since I'm down there a lot. Most sunny days, rainy days, and every day in Victoria is lovely. So that's kind of an after the rain scene on Dallas Road. And because we live in a city, I enjoy doing some cityscapes. And this could be any city that you might go into, with a little bit of a park in the front there and buildings. And then our Victoria area has so much to offer in the way of country scenery, and I just envision this as the lavender fields of our area here, or over on the peninsula in Washington State. There's a lot of lavender fields that I've driven through and spent time in at different occasions. So that's that one. I have another farm one that came to mind, and that's over here. And a long time ago, I lived on a ranch in northern British Columbia. And as I started to work on this abstract, that ranch feel came to me. So our houses were up on a hillside, and it looked down across some fields to the barns and the hay sheds at the bottom, and then out to the forests. So as I was working on this, all of those things were in my mind, were informing the work. On the end wall right here, I had one that is quite different in color and tone than the other work that's here today. And this one is all about our flower fields out in the Saanich Peninsula. And I even put in a little bit of text that says, buy local fruit and flowers. So that's Victoria and area for me. There's one large one that's a bit out of context with everything else that's here today. And this one is the only figure in the show. The rest are all more or less organic or geometric. And this is completely different and is coming out of a class that I took recently with an instructor from California called Robert Burridge. And he was teaching us all about light and dark and using what is called a Da Vinci style of shading. So I really worked with that principle, and because I like to work with collage or try to put paper into a lot of the work that I do, there's a bit of collage work behind here and up in this part. In this kind of a shading and shadowing, the light is coming from this bottom side, and it's lighting up the figure here, and this side of the figure then would be in shadow, and the other side of the figure is lit up by this light that is passing across the figure. So it's a pretty fun method to paint, a style to paint in, and most of it is not done with brushes at all. It's mostly done with rags, wet rags moistened with paint, layers and layers and layers of opaque and paints that you can see through, so that you can see the actual figure behind. So yeah, I worked hard on this for 2 or 3 weeks, 10-hour days, getting things up for the walls, and I'm really excited to see it all in here. And it shows so nicely with the light from outside on these 3 walls here in Fernwood.